And welcome in live here from the Edge on John Street for one final time this season here in the BLL. It's not the last Naperville Bobcat game, but at least the last home one. One more coming up next weekend at Madison, after just hosting Madison and beating them yesterday for their first win of the 2026 BLL season. Now, they look to get another this weekend against the Fort Wayne Rivermen, who are looking for their first win against the Senior A team on the season. There's going to be a first of some sort that happens today on this Sunday. We're excited to see it all unfold. Hello, everybody, and welcome into this broadcast. Nate Roy, our cameraman, Christian Courtney, our producer, Radoslaw Gorz, our color commentator, and Luke Jorden with you here on what is still Sunday morning, 11:18 a.m. as we speak, starting just a couple of minutes late, so sorry to hold you guys a little bit longer as Mike Wood makes his way behind us. Rad, this was a very positive day for one team here yesterday, and then the Rivermen over at the Creek, not exactly what they wanted, but you have to take in Chicago was simply on one yesterday, and I think if they stay a little confident here, they can make things competitive with the Bobcats.
Yeah, obviously Chicago's always going to be a tough test, and they came in from a win here at the Edge, going, traveling, and then beating the Rivermen. Naperville came off a win. They're going to have the momentum as well, but the Rivermen are just going to try and get a win here, even though when they know they can compete with these Bobcats. You know, Bobcats haven't had the greatest season, but they know they want to get that second win and maybe a third win back in Madison before the Harvest Cup.
Harvest Classic on the way, just 2 weekends away from Iowa City. This will be the last game in the state of Illinois for both these sides. For Fort Wayne, it's their last game of the entire season. Closing off with a really tough task of playing 2 games here in Chicagoland. The tough 22-3 loss to Chicago yesterday, and now this is what marks first meeting between these two teams. See how it all pans out. Bruce Fugere in net for the Bobcats as expected. And on the other end, a not-so-expected start into this weekend. Jason Miller now playing back-to-back games after John Belotti injured and coaching for the Rivermen. Opening faceoff is won here by Trey King, and we are underway. Rivermen in the teal blues, orange and white river-like stripes on the bottoms. They were rocking the whites yesterday. Pretty cool color scheme, if you ask me. Garing a feed out in front. Bouncer goes up high, and it's grabbed down by Barton for the Bobcats in black, silver, and white.
Rivermen moving a lot better than yesterday. They're moving around. They're making those cuts yesterday that they weren't making. It's going to help them in this game.
No question about that, but can they defend is the question. Just really struggled in the first, especially with allowing a lot of open opportunities. It's Kai Hayes. Hayes will unwind from distance. Had that bottom left open, but misses the goal, and it's going to end up an over and back. Quick turnover by the Cats. It'll be settled down in the offensive end for Fort Wayne. It's been a little bit since their last win. 5 straight losses for Fort Wayne. Garing off to the far side. Some space for Watson. And it's eventually taken away. John Bauer. Or pardon me, that's Caden Smith. Smith tries a right-handed shot. That ends up on a play. Recollected, now worked around the horn. Beautiful spin dodge, and there is the Walsh Show continuing here on Sunday. 9 goals yesterday, and that's his 10th now on the weekend.
Yeah, he had a great game yesterday. He already making an impact, getting the first one for the Bobcats, and that first one's huge. They're obviously going to want to keep it going. Rivermen are going to have to respond. They had a good first possession. Their second one didn't go as planned, and it cost them a goal.
Really 3 main scores sticking out yesterday for the Bobcats. Of course, Noah Walsh is on his own pedestal, but besides that, Kai Hayes above a hat trick, Brandon Singleton the same. Those are 3 guys that you really got to make sure you know, research, and mark down if you're the Rivermen. That's not the keeper out of the net in different colors. That's J.D. Wood. We're not in soccer uniforms. Just happened to forget his. So he's wearing Reyes' oranges. Speak of the devil, how about that? A beauty from distance from Jorden Reyes, former Indiana Tech player, and it's tied at 1.
Yeah, Jorden Reyes had a great game yesterday. He was mostly the guy taking it up for these Rivermen. He was just possessing it and getting the ball around, moving it around, and he finally takes a shot here, and he gets it. Plays that one perfectly past Fugere.
I mean, I recognized it yesterday when we were on the call, Rad. I was saying Reyes really stuck out to me. I'd like to see him shoot more, and I don't know if they watched film and took that advice, but hey, I'm glad they did. Good for them. Reyes on the board early. Following faceoff is won by Naperville, but I think that's what you need. You need that type of start for the Rivermen just to feel you can compete, and there it goes. Barton breaks the tie, 2-1 Bobcats.
Great shot there. Great response by the Bobcats. Just taking that chance. Barton had the lane, took a shot from the middle, placed it perfectly past Miller, and they take the lead yet again. Not even 3 minutes into this first quarter.
How about that for Barton? You wouldn't imagine he's a college goalie, but he is. You've got your goalies who can really go out and play. Think of Kevin Signar on the Chicago Portagers, who was a former box goalie. Always been a player, but just double-edged weapons. Guys that can play both parts. And I'm sure Bruce needed Barton to step in goal here in box. He could. Here's Reyes in a sea of black uniforms taken away. Danny Kinnerk. For Braden Body. Smith for Singleton. Brandon Singleton, one of those big goal scorers yesterday. This one trickles down below goal line extended and is brought in by Aiden Lane. The 6'4" Aiden Lane gets it up top now for Reyes. Dumped off for Simon Watson. The manager, Kyle Gehring, with the ball in his stick at the moment. Draws 2, opens up space for Reyes. Extra pass, Watson, sharp angle, and a really good developing play, but no dice in the end for Fort Wayne. It's Walsh instead the other direction. Don't let him shoot. He does just that and scores.
No, Walsh just doing what he does. Getting his second one here. Doubling the Naperville lead. As their Selly was a little calm Selly.
Nate pulled off maybe a little early there, but we'll cut him some slack. It's early in the game. 3-1 now. 11:06 left to go in the first. Almost 4 minutes gone on the Fort Wayne weekend trip. Just about 4 hours or so when you include traffic coming up here to Chicagoland. It's always nice to play an early game on Sunday for the purpose of traveling home. This game will end about 1-ish. Get on the road, be home. Maybe with a nice little dinner stop. 7 Eastern time. Find it very cool how Fort Wayne teams are able to integrate orange. Everybody's got orange.
Yeah, the Fort Wayne Comets.
Fort Wayne Comets. Fort Wayne Rivermen. There's another one that I'm somehow forgetting at the moment. Fort Wayne Spacemen, junior hockey.
Yeah.
There's another one, too, as Wood is off a really tough screen. He's hurt, but he's able to draw possession back in the hands of the Rivermen.
Wood got hurt yesterday, too. He was off the...
Yeah, he got hit hard up high, and he was lunging over that bench. It's been a bruising weekend for Wood. Good battle here. Gehring tried to whack at it, but hit Olsen instead. Now it's Lane. Aiden Lane, extra pass. There's Watson. Nice save, Fugere. Lane again, and another save. Fugere bounce pass on the clear here. He's trying to get creative with the low ceilings. Walsh, shake and bake, same move. Now he moves off, shovels it just wide. Almost an early hat trick in the first not even 6 minutes.
Great save by Fugere, and the pass just perfectly to Walsh to just get that chance going. Fugere keeping this game in Naperville's hands.
Smith off the back glass. It's going to roll its way into the pocket of Lane. Lane trying to create his own lane. He's tussled down. What are they going to call here? Handball, per se.
Traveling.
Lane is saying that should have been a push, but maybe even a hold. Here comes Walsh. Walsh just continuing his show. And there's that hat trick in the first 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, just Walsh doing Walsh things. Third one.
I mean, you could go on a limb right now and say he might be the best player in the conference. I don't know about in the country.
Paul Ruskowski exists.
Paul's really good. He's had his share of very high single-digit goal games.
Yeah, like you were saying yesterday, Kevin Signar was here watching the game, and yeah, he definitely wishes he picked him up for all the Portagers. He's been the best player for these Bobcats, at least this weekend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think in general, I haven't seen them all this time. Singleton, he's been probably their most consistent guy. He's always been here. He's been great. Kai Hayes has been a top 3 option as well. It's really that three-headed dragon. Three-headed Bobcat, shall we say. Reyes. Barton repossesses. Takes a check from Wood. Singleton. And here comes Walsh. Walsh still has the ball in his pocket. He regained it, fakes a pass. Just calmly gives it off now with 12 left to shoot. Nope, pardon me. 12 left. They shot it like there was 2 left on the shot clock. Got the left number of the shot clock from this angle a little bit blocked, so it's tough to tell at times. Haven't had to worry about long possessions too much yet.
No shot clock violations. Yeah,
not up to this point. Watson spins away. Walsh is giving him the business. Gehring sets a screen. Now Lane on the left hand. Lane charging towards, gets to the right, good save, Fugere. And Lane tried to regain, but he stepped in the crease, and then he dumped it up in the ceiling, and now Aiden Lane's going to get an early penalty. Delay of game's the call. And the first man-up opportunity for what was a 2-for-2 man-up unit yesterday in the Bobcats.
Yeah, Naperville's going to take advantage. If they went 2 for 2 yesterday here at the edge, then they're going to keep going. They're going to try to keep going, get this going, extend their lead up 4-1 already with 7 minutes left in this first quarter.
There's a big reason that Madison wouldn't let too many penalties happen, and it's because these guys can just work the ball around the horn so quick. Got Singleton manning it up top. Here's Smith. Singleton. From distance, good save. They'll try again. Hayes now from the other side, and a save by Miller. Just chucked just wide of the speakers. Fugere gets it off the glass all the way back here. Started back up the middle. Plenty of time still to work. Hayes trying to win this one down on the far side. And now Reyes, who's got the lone Riverman strike so far. That's Reyes, pardon me. Boley keeps the ball in his stick. Caden Smith has been delivering contact early in this game. He did the same exact thing in the same exact spot to Aiden Lane. Was able to change possession. But nice job by Fort Wayne to hang on to it here. Keith McCohen.
Yeah, great possession, just keeping advantage of it, wasting the time that they can waste here on this penalty kill.
Walsh. Escaping Watson. Nice job to avoid the stick check. Gets it across for Kai Hayes, and he puts that one just off the mark.
And Fort Wayne could kill this off if they just hold on to this ball during this possession.
Reyes wearing some checks. Now Wood. Lane now starting to open the door. And we're even with one last soft shot coming on Fugere. So Naperville, after being perfect yesterday on the man-up, starts 0 for 1 in this one. 2 for 3 now on the weekend. Walsh tries to snag this one down. Defended by Reyes. Walsh, backdoor, fell through Kinnerk. Barton repossessing. Shot clock violation, and there's our first of the game.
And it came a little over 10 minutes into this first quarter.
Oh, another big hit from Smith. That's his third. The victim that time, Connor Sullivan.
Yeah, great physicality that Smith is bringing here.
Lane was one of the guys who wore a check earlier from Smith. And to his fortune, Smith is off the floor for the time being. From a distance goes Berger. Wood collects the rebound, opens up and fires one on Fuger's pads. How about another? And another denial.
Fuger's been exceptional here, keeping these shots out of the net. And he's making great passes, too, to break the Bobcats out. It gets him in the offensive zone, and they've been scoring.
Yeah, well said. I mean, his 5-hole has been tested. Always has his stick in the right location. Walsh now. Look at that move to evade. Goes from distance. It's rolling just past the goal. And they'll go short on the clear this time for the Rivermen. Third year being an organization in the BLL. Here comes Lane down Broadway. Lane shoots in a save.
Great save again by Fuger.
That might be the best one yet. There's a lot of space open on that right-hand side. Get a great look at it from behind the net over here. Now Singleton charging the other way, and he scores on the other end.
Singleton's first of the morning, not of the night.
Tennessee Wesleyan grad able to get on the board now.
Coach of that Bennett Academy as well.
Yeah, you got a couple of coaches in the building here, whether playing or watching, actually. Kai Hayes, 81 in black, his father's here. Paul Hayes recently just named the head coach of Palatine High School, so we say congrats to him. Of course, Christian, our producer, and myself both played at Palatine, so a small world it is. Singleton, a great coach. Lane just wore a check to the head. He goes to the net. Townsend might have gotten away with the slash there. They're going to give free ball to the Bobcats. And I think Lane has a bit of a reason to be upset there. In the past times, not as much. Here's Walsh. Superman on the move, and it just can't go home. Lane in a 2-on-1, looking for some revenge now. Gives it off to Wood, crashing to the net. And Bruce Fuger might be seeing stars after that save.
Yeah, you could hear that shot.
It snapped off his neck protector.
Fuger got hit in the neck yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
Yeah. And that one, it looks like he feels fine about. And no intent there from Wood. You see him there looking a little concerned. One heck of a shot and one heck of a save.
Why is the camera on?
Getting a great shot of the ceiling there.
No stars up there.
Fuger just trying to piece it back together. Yeah. Well, he said we're good. Is he going to play without it? I was going to say, Mike Wooden just ran by and says, I don't advise that, but.
I wouldn't either after yesterday as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to play. No neck protector.
He was an All-American goalie. He might know better than us.
Chicago and Naperville love their Canadian goalies. Fuger's a Canadian. Larson, I believe, is a Canadian.
He is from Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Coach at Stevenson.
Another coach. Put from distance and a save from Fuger. That one a little lower, able to recollect himself now on the try from Gehring. Watson in front. Chance at the shot clock buzzer, wouldn't have counted anyway. Not a bad look nonetheless from Connor Sullivan.
Last minute here in the first.
Hope you folks have enjoyed this game so far. It feels a little closer than 5-1 in all honesty. Rivermen have not played a bad first. Hayes crashing to the goal. He's still looking for his first. Won't get it there. Putting on one heck of a ride. And Wood sets a nice screen.
A lot of the reason it's 5-1 is because of Bruce Fuger. He's just been a wall in net.
Here goes Watson across his body. This one just stays in. Already 10 left to shoot. That one did not reset, did not hit the net. Ray is crashing. Good save. Sneaks by Sullivan on the rebound, but a reset. And it pops right into the breadbasket of Singleton. Singleton avoids the hawking check. Brandon Singleton shakes free, trying to get loose on that left hand. And good pressure on him as he'll try at the buzzer. And a save from Miller. Fun first, 15 minutes down, 45 to go. And we'll check back in just a moment here from the YouTube channel. And welcome back here. It's a 5-1 lead for Naperville over Fort Wayne, closing out their regular season. Rad Gorz, Luke Jorden with you here. Christian Courtney, producer. Nate Royer, the camera guy that should be fired after that first, in all honesty. I don't know what he was doing at times. No, just kidding.
He was looking for the stars after that Bruce Fuger shot.
If he wasn't my neighbor and best friend, I would not be saying that. He's doing a great job. We're just giving him crap over here. And we talked about off the air, Rad. It feels closer than it really is.
It really does. You know, Bruce Fuger's has been. He's the key factor on why this game is 5-1. Like Naperville, they've had their chances. They haven't finished all of them, but all the chances that the Rivermen have gotten, they've gotten stopped, except that one.
Mm-hmm. So Mike Wooden in to take the face-off here against Trey King. Saw Wooden talking pregame to Paul Hayes. Two Palatine guys who have coached or actively coach at Palatine. Here comes a chance for Smith down the lane. Save made there. And they're just going to blow the whistle and dead this one. Put in the pocket of Reyes. Reyes gets trucked. That's a fourth big hit by Smith. All good. Here comes a chance. Now Kai Hayes looking for his first, and he has just that.
Right spot, right time for Kai Hayes. Just there, getting that breakaway, getting that pass as well. Just open lane for him, and he scores.
Fast breaks were killer yesterday against Fort Wayne in Chicago's eyes. Just so many plays where a save would be made by Leonard or Larson, splitting the game evenly, and somebody would shoot up the floor. They'd find him 2-on-1, 1-on-0, and it's just too much to handle for Jason Miller, who is really trying his best. Reyes can't collect that ground ball off the faceoff, but King gets it. The man who took the faceoff gets the ground ball as well. Gehring, backdoor feed. It's Sullivan, and there's another. But this time from the Teal men.
Finally beating Bruce Fugere. It took a while, but they beat him once earlier in the first quarter, and now they get him early in the second.
Nicely done, post-to-post action. It's what I wanted to see more from the Rivermen yesterday, and they just couldn't really get across that passing seam. And here we are in the first half, and they get a prime look there and cash in. So good look for them. Lane. Sees a lane for Sullivan and a great save. Follow-up is somehow not in the back of the net.
Yeah, Fugere had no idea where that ball was. He could have just finished that. Fugere was faced the other way.
Yeah, back was turned to us on the other end. Another bouncing ball in front, collected by Watson and put home. They're starting to gain fire now, and Simon Watson, one of their stars, delivering.
Yeah, these Rivermen are waking up here in the second quarter, making it a closer game on the score sheet.
We've got a game. Don't go anywhere.
A little under 2 minutes into this half. They've already scored twice.
Three back behind King on the faceoff here for the Rivermen. They only had one ahead in Aiden Lane, and it worked out. Wood was able to come right into the pile and get the ground ball. Things are starting to click now for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, Trey King's looking a lot better at the dot now compared to yesterday as well.
And J.D. Wood would have had a great passing opportunity, but Fort Wayne shot themselves in the foot and called timeout. Gehring looks to be laughing it off, saying, that's my bad. First time out of the game from either side. And now it's Gehring and Wood who talk it over. I mean, you could use the breather. You're definitely short numbers, but I feel like they had a lot of momentum there.
They did. I don't see why you would kill the momentum.
They'll still have possession nonetheless, and 17 seconds on the shot clock, so not the end of the world, but a Naperville team on the other end that could use a breather as well.
Yeah, Bruce
getting their
Fugere.
first win of the season. First win in 356 days yesterday over Madison. It was a great game, super high scoring, incredibly low numbers for both sides, which you would think would lead to a lot of calm possessions, and it was just the complete other way. Really tired out Madison, and Madison would go on to get thrashed by Chicago. All-time series between those two now, 13-0 in favor of the Portagers. Portagers had never lost to this Naperville team, nor have they ever lost to Madison. The only Eastern Conference team they've ever lost to, Milwaukee. And their consistent success has led to the Eastern Conference every year. They're about to win it yet again. But they've got their eyes on the bigger prize just west of the state line here.
Three straight East Conference champions, and they won the Great Lakes Conference championship.
Yeah,
back
when it was the Great Lakes division, they would win that. Very much the similar teams.
Their last loss in the regular season was that game.
I mean, that's crazy. So dominant in BLL play. Their only struggle in the regular season is there's Gehring who gets bottom left. And maybe that timeout did come out for Treasure.
Gehring just needed a breather before he sniped one there.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding. Turnaround shot, that's not easy to pull off. And it leads to the Bobcats having a quick little huddle around Fougere to figure out what's going on. 4-6. Rivermen have scored 3 in a row
within the first 2:20 of this quarter.
What a difference a little break between quarters can do. And King pulls this one back. Can't win it, though. Won the clamp, but not possession. If there's a guy you want to immediately just dust off all momentum that was lost, it's Walsh. He'll find Smith. Hayes. He'll shoot wide. And that one's going to get past. And over and back, another stout defensive possession for the Rivermen.
Yeah, they've really tightened up their game. They're playing the perfect ball they need to play, and they're just rolling. They got the momentum. Naperville's got to figure it out, especially if they don't want to blow this lead that they had.
Gehring, who scored the most recent one, almost finds another. Fougere gets that save. They've got Wooden crashing up the floor. Do they hit him? Not yet, at least. Settled down now. Walsh, 9 goals yesterday. Starts the dodge here on Sullivan. Gets a shot on save. Rebound is muscled out in front of the crease. Pulled back in. It's Walsh again. BTB pass just misses Kinner.
A lot of miscommunication on the bench of the Bobcats. It took them a minute to get all 5 guys out there. They had 3 at one point.
Kinner hauls a pass over to Walsh, who can't handle at first. Now Walsh escaping. Left-handed shot, and down to a knee making the stop is Miller. Reyes just floats it over to Sullivan. Gehring goes from distance. And a stop by Fougere. Back and forth we go. Not a lot of lengthy possessions here so far in the second. Walsh across for Smith. Gets a little boost. Smith breaking away from Watson down low. Watson gives him a nice check. Now worked up top. Over for Barton from range. Captain Smith. He's got 5 to shoot. They got a piece, and interesting pinball as it comes all the way back here. Stays with Naperville. Got the slightest piece to Miller out there on the shot, allowing for that reset. And since it was last off of him and out of play, fresh 30 now for Naperville. Brandon Singleton goes to work on Reyes. Skips it across. It's Walsh now. One deathly threat to another. While falling, it's Walsh denied in front. It's in the leg pad of Miller as he now gets a grip of it.
Yeah, big stumble there by one. Created a domino effect. Everyone went down.
Hectic pressure, but nothing in the end for Naperville, and that one a race there for Reyes. He'll have to start back up top. Shot clock reset was needed. One of the many Indiana Tech players, Jorden Reyes, has looked impressive so far today. Had the opening goal for Fort Wayne. Here comes Wood for Reyes. That one well wide, and it's going to be an over and back. That was good pressure by Keith McCohen. Barton wears another hit, and it's going to be an over and back.
Yeah, the Rivermen really got more physical throughout the game.
Yeah.
As we saw Caden Smith, he's throwing bodies, and now the Rivermen are getting physical. They're going to try and match it back, especially with the momentum they had. They're going to try and get that back.
Look at this tic-tac-toe. Lane trying to finish, and a great save.
Call a crease violation.
Looked to be.
They're arguing Lane got pushed.
Open lane for Walsh. Fakes and goes low.
Number 4 today for Walsh. 7-4 now with a little under 8 minutes left.
13 goals in 6 quarters this weekend for Walsh. It's a pretty good pace. Anybody's face-off here ends up down in the corner for Kyle Gehring. Gehring getting pushed around. Now Reyes trying to get in on it. Bit of trouble here on this ground ball for Szczepanski. Was that good enough? Yeah.
Szczepanski.
Szczepanski.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Polish last name, and Brad's got some Polish in him, so he can do it better than I can. He was doing it better yesterday than I could. Hayes, cross-body pass attempt, is going to carry him its way into the corner, with Lane now repossessing for the Rivermen. Just above 7 minutes left to play. Here's number 17, Aiden Lane. Off from McCohen. Former D3 guy. Thrown out in front, Sullivan. Bouncer goes wide. Lane will keep it in. For some reason, I thought that was going to take a hop out of play. I wasn't sure why he was going to get it right away, but smarter than I am. Reyes shot denied by Fugere. Olsen. Vertical up the floor for Hayes.
Wooden's wheeling down the middle.
Olsen. Singleton at GLE. Can't get it. Hayes. Bit of congested space on the near side. Now opens up. Thought about a shot. Gives it over instead for Smith. It's Caden's turn to shoot. And a denial from Miller. See the respect between these two teams. A little shove out in front.
Yeah,
Szczepanski
there's nothing to have any bad blood with. It's senior A versus senior B. Obviously, you're just trying to make it competitive, get a win.
It's not fun to see that coming. It's a 2-on-0, and Caden Smith able to finish the play. That's his first. A lot of good looks. He's been huge in the transition game. A couple of big hits, as we've mentioned. 4 hits where he's put a Rivermen player on the ground. Now Watson. Lane shaking big. Gets free. Save Fugere. Singleton picking up pace. Singleton opens up. That gets deflected. Great job by Gehring to get his stick in the lane. Shapansky will throw that one off the glass, and it's brought down by Reyes. Rivermen have cooled off. Can they get their heat going again? Watson, that's off the ceiling. Naperville ball.
Yeah, the ceiling's so low here at the edge.
Just a bouncer shot.
Pretty sure it was Fugere was talking to us about it yesterday, how they have more straight balls than high balls, just lobs.
Yep. To be honest, I think that's why Fort Wayne looks better today. They're not getting beat on those deep clears. Timeout call by Naperville. And with that, we'll step away for just a moment here on YouTube. Back out of the timeout. Now one used from each side here in the first half with what I want to say looks like 4:19 to go here in the second. Chris is going to confirm and gives a thumbs up. Did I nail it? Oh, there we go. Sharp angle, so from where we're looking, we can't really see, but now looking at the camera feed, it is 4:19. Naperville with double what Fort Wayne has up to this point. It was at one point a 2-goal game. It's also been at one point a 5-goal game. We've had a couple of runs. Naperville's on one right now, and boy, do they continue just that. It's Walsh yet again, and he's got 5 goals in this game.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a shot from there.
No.
That's a great shot from Walsh from that far out, just going in. That shows the speed as well that he has. This extends their lead.
You almost wonder if that goal will raise an alarm within Fort Wayne, and now they might have to push out a little further on defense and really take away any shot, especially when that guy's the ball.
They went away from a 3-back because they had 3 back on the faceoff. They went away from 3
Yeah,
back.
they went away. Now it's 2-2, and Watson gets a hold of it. Lane checks over at the shot clock. We're halfway through the possession here with under 15 to shoot. Lane gets the switch. Walsh is bullying him. And we've got a penalty.
First one for the Rivermen. They're going to need to take advantage of this down 5.
There's a line to draw on a Sunday Senior A, Senior B game. Maybe just a little bit too aggressive of a slash there. We'll see what the official call is. Tripping. All right. Not every day you see that here. You do at this arena. yearly when they have hockey and all, but Walsh just kind of wears him down.
You never want to get a trip.
No. How about that from Gehring? He rattles the pipe. It's not going to be an over and back. Watch out, Miller. A little bit of trouble with running in those pads. Probably not fun. Filling in for the injured goalie, John Bellotti, who's coaching off the bench. If this one escapes, it's an over and back, but Lane keeps it in. Got to get a shot off eventually. Lane. Another save and another fresh 30. Now Reyes. Lane again. Skipped across. Now Reyes with space. Misses. Hauled down in front by Townsend and then pried loose to the near side corner where Lane repossesses. Lane creeping in. Space for Reyes. Off to the right hand. Another save, Fugere. And this time out of play.
A save. Great reaction there by Fugere. That was going bottom left corner.
We're only just past halfway through the man advantage.
Clock is running as well.
Yeah, clock continues to run. That definitely bled off a good 5+ seconds. Gehring, that bouncer stopped and another one into the netting. And right back in we go again. Shot clock hasn't been reset yet. Doesn't matter anyway, as that save is made.
Great pressure here by the Rivermen, forcing a turnover.
How about that? Lane cuts off the passing lane. It's Gehring. Good save again. Fugere, who's got in his leg pad, which now holds possession for Naperville off the whistle.
15 left on the power play.
That was a really good man advantage nonetheless.
Really great. They were moving the ball around. They got the shots on goal, at least 5 on net on that power play. All even now.
Reyes across the way for Sullivan. Watson. Back to even with Walsh playing defense here. He's right in the shooting lane, should I say, and Sullivan just sneaks it right by.
Yeah, see, that's what happens. You get the momentum, you're going to score eventually. One has to go in, and it does.
Connor Sullivan gets his second goal of the game. And we're back to 4 apart. Final minute here of the first half. Just 3 goals scored all game yesterday against Chicago, and they've got 5 here in the first. Could be on pace for their first double-digit showing since playing the Dogfish. That one goes wide. From Watson, you see the frustration. Townsend scrapes it away. Nice screen by King. Wood in the corner. That's pulled free. Now Wooden has it, and he calls a pass too high.
Five left.
5 to go. Dumped in. There's not going to be a final shot. Not a bad half for really either side. Good action here. A 9-5 game as we hit the halftime break. And with that, you folks at home can take a little break and check back in about 10 minutes for the second half here from Bensenville, Illinois. After one half, it's Naperville 9, Fort Wayne 5, and we never know what can happen in the next leading 30 here from U2. Festivities all around here as we welcome you back from the Edge on John Street. They are playing Duck Duck Goose in quite literally about to be the start of the second half of a 4-goal game. It's all love here between these two teams, nothing but respect. You see a lot of physicality, but also a lot of fun as we are about to be back underway here. Bobcats, Rivermen. Brad Gorz, color commentator, Luke Jorden, alongside you all, ready for a fresh 15 minutes on the board for the third. Last regular season game for the Fort Wayne Rivermen. Last regular season broadcast for us over here. Here's Watson, and that one almost a quick jolt for Fort Wayne, and now Watson has no idea that pass is coming back to him.
Fort Wayne leading the shots on goal in the first half.
Wow.
20-18.
Big game from Fugere so far. Backdoor feed. Sullivan floating over the net. All right, guys, let's not damage our stuff over here. Now Watson, twister, it gets behind Fugere and he scores. How about that?
It looked almost behind the net. He shot.
Patrick Kane type angle.
Yeah, went off a Fugere and in.
Brilliant shot from Watson for his second goal. Watson with 2, Sullivan with 2.
Just over a minute that goal came.
And now it's how can the Bobcats answer, considering it's a 3-goal game at this point. Walsh trying to work on Wood. Walsh goes tumbling down. Good no call by the officials. Walsh now saved by Miller. Brought down by King. Trey King. Now Reyes. One of the 4 different goal scorers for the Rivermen so far in this one. Teams have really been able to spread it out against Naperville. Yesterday, Madison getting all of their players to score. Quite impressive, although Naperville won. Here comes Walsh to the net. Walsh now getting across, and he scores. Noah Walsh with the goal for the 6th time today and for the 15th time this weekend.
Great take by Walsh, as again, he's doing the same thing he usually does, just taking it to the net and ripping it.
Reyes now. Off for Watson. Watson getting a charge. Dumps it back off. Gehring's got to watch out. He gets away from one. Gehring, tough passing lane for Lane. No pun intended. Brought down, put on. Fugere save. Lane follow up, passed across, put on the far side and snuck over the shoulder of Fugere. Sullivan with the hat-trick goal.
That barely went in and out. It bounced off. Fugere bounced on over the line and came out.
Fort Wayne continuing to find answers. They've now got more than double what they had yesterday at the Salt Creek Sports Center in Palatine, Illinois. Just about 25 minutes north of here, and then this is kind of on the way home for them. Maybe cuts an extra 20 minutes off their trip home. Right next to 290. Hop on there, probably go to 294 and take that for a while.
Big construction highway.
Oh, gosh.
Never ends.
No, seriously. Watson across for Lane. Lane over the crossbar. Pushed ahead by Townsend, right back into the hands of the Rivermen. Lane cutting his Sullivan, just can't hang on. Crease was almost played advantage per se there anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. brought back in by Watson. Simon Watson goes across for Lane. In front, a little bit of space for Reyes. Bounces one over the crossbar. And Hayes collects the follow-up opportunity. Kai Hayes coming the other way. Hayes going for goal. And he scores. Could not see. Our vantage point was a little blocked here, but he looks to have snuck it by Miller.
No idea how that one went in.
Assuming by the trajectory of the shot, I want to say he went low, but just maybe snuck it through the 5-hole. If that happens again, I might just look over towards our camera feed. You guys at home saw that better than us. If you want, you can tell us exactly what happened in the live chat. Second half, Sunday, feel free. Drop anything in there. We'd love to talk about it. Guys have been a little dry this weekend compared to other games. Here's Lane. Saved by Fugere. I like to say there's no such thing as a bad question in the live chat, but I guess I should retract that statement. Walsh sneaks another by.
Assist by Fugere there, giving it straight to Walsh for him to finish it.
It's number 7. 9 goals yesterday, 7 today. What an addition that Walsh has been. Turnaround shot save by Fugere. Bobcats have answered with back-to-back goals. That's a great leaping grab by Lane.
Yeah, and
Up the floor, Gehring.
That height helps him a lot.
And Watson shot denied. Gehring follows up. That one is in. Kyle Gehring, a lot of efforts today, and now he gets awarded with that first goal.
Yeah, those bounces also for the Rivermen.
Pardon me, second.
Yeah,
Do not mean to discredit him.
Those bounces for the Rivermen are going their way. This one off the crossbar off of Fugere's back and in. A couple off the posts and in. It's working out for them. They're placing it right. Get back within 4.
Good battle for the ball here. It's won by Lane, trying to twirl away from traffic. Late screen there from King. He's got to be careful here. They almost caught him. Leaped ahead. Here's Wood, absolutely launching that into the netting. The wrong netting, per se. Seems to be some communication issues going on the Bobcats bench. Saved there by Miller. Walsh trying to pull free the rebound, and he's checked out of there.
Yeah, there's been a couple times where Bobcats are changing. Not enough guys are going out. They're stuck 3-on-5, 4-on-5.
Kenner, wraparound try, and he's in the crease. Bobcats came into this weekend really struggling. 0 for 5 without a win. They could very much be 2-5 after this result if they keep things going. starting to see more of the same guys. I think that helps a lot. Smith goes across for Hayes. And Hayes, boy, has he been a cornerstone here for the Bobcats this year. Get the Selly cam out. Him and Walsh, 2 big contributors today and all season. Mike Wooden on face-off duty here. Takes a spill. We were giving him a lot of crap for his
Slip and slide.
put on skates. Yeah, slip and slide. Good way to say it, Rad. Yesterday, and he was like, yeah, I brought hairspray today. Hoping that works on the bottom of his shoes. He's still sliding a little bit, but I mean,
Not as much
that
as
one
yesterday.
yesterday was one of its own kind. Don't think you could recreate that if you tried. Good block there by Mike Wooden. And that forces a shot clock violation, so caused turnover per se by Wooden. Heads up, ball bouncing back and forth, brought in by Reyes. Nice little spin move. Jorden Reyes. Oh, look at that move. Sullivan, disgusting effort, but no finish. Brought ahead by Barton. Nothing but room to roam, and he will take it himself and score. Barton gets his second.
Yeah, great take there. Gehring block screened Kai Hayes, trying to prevent him to get the ball, but Barton went and picked that one up, had the breakaway, and he finished it off.
We tick under 3 minutes to go. And quarter number 3, and it's now a 6-goal gap. Game has really started to be controlled by the Bobcats here. It was 10-7, since then a 4-1 run. A game of runs. We talked about it yesterday, and we're seeing it in person now. Rivermen didn't have runs of their own yesterday. They have today. Really been able to battle in a much more back and forth fashion here with Naperville, and that could be the answer they're waiting for right here, but McCohen goes just wide. Look at Braden, body on the move. Body up top, Barton. Barton unleashes, and that one ends up
Near the Zamboni.
yeah, through the netting, off the netting, ceiling, back to the netting, through the netting, and deemed unplayable. Singleton will now get in there. Dashing forward is Walsh, backhanding a pass. Singleton can't get a hold of it, and now Keith McCohen will. McCohen, a native of Cary, Indiana. Very glad Brad specified that when we were off air before the game, because I saw Cary Grove High School and said, oh, Algonquin? No. Cary, Indiana. Backdoor Sullivan denied by Fugere.
Great save. Fuger's still just playing out of his mind.
Hard hit out in front by Smith yet again, and now they're really not starting to like it. Broken head for Lane. He chucks his stick in the bench while Caden Smith gets a try but won't score. Taken back in front by Hayes, shoveling a shot on save. Now Hayes getting physical. Intensity starting to ramp up just a little. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 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 And Walsh will calm things down. Walsh, ankle snatched, but the goal not attached. Is that a bar?
I like that. I like that. We free bar it now, fourth quarter.
Well, freestyle. Gehring. Now nearing. Ugh. Gehring unloads. Good save, Fugere. He'll try again, and that's 3. One more quarter to go, and we'll take you there in just a moment. Here on YouTube, 14-8 Naperville with a nice cushion, but will it be enough? And welcome back. We've got 15 left to go here. Naperville trying to hang on to a 6-goal gap from their new home venue. Played at Naperville Lacrosse Arena last year. They're here at the Edge on John Street this year. Adapting to the floor conditions. They played on turf last year in Naperville. Might I say, really nice turf. It's a cool little facility. Got a bit of slashing going on between King and a Bobcat after the face-off. But I think it might work out for Naperville switching to this spot this year. Very likely that at Extreme Arena they'll be playing on this type of flooring.
Yeah, I guess I'm prepared.
Here's Walsh. Turnaround, shoot, and score. 8's great for Noah Walsh.
Danny Kinner just told Jason Miller, I don't know how that went in.
I mean, he didn't have an angle at all there. Just completely twisted his hips and somehow opened up a lane on short side. That is One of the more impressive goals we've seen all weekend. And it really starts to put a nail in the coffin of the Rivermen on this weekend. Oh, gosh, that's just, yeah, that's not necessary at all. Don't know if that was, I don't think that was intentional, but just got to be careful going to the boards at that speed. Really on both parties.
Is that going to be a 5?
We'll see.
I saw the ref put a hand up.
Could be our first 5 of the weekend, and it is. So Naperville will really try to make them pay now, and we've got a good margin of our quarter now spent watching this Bobcats man up. This is good work to get prepared for another battle with Madison next weekend, and then the Harvest Classic as well.
In Iowa City.
Got to be able to score on these types of opportunities when it comes to the national stage. Hayes.
Yeah, they can score as many times as they want on this.
Yep. Unreleasable. Box lacrosse very much along the parallels of hockey. Get your 2s, 4s, and 5s.
I think we had a 4 yesterday.
Yep. And there is Singleton with the first on this man up.
Second one of the afternoon now.
Sixth one overall on the weekend. 4 goals against Madison yesterday. And what was once a 3-goal game, what felt like a blink ago, is now an 8-goal game. Smith. That one cut off. Singleton regains. Walsh. Oh, look at that fake. Miller shuts down the highlight play. And just whipped down the floor by Miller while he catches his breath and prepares for yet another Bobcat attack. Got just over 3 minutes left on this man up. Throwing across, lengthy shot. Miller save again, and it pops right back down in front of him. They're saying it stays with Naperville.
I thought that was going to go over the netting.
Yeah, there's been a couple of close calls near our gear today. Had a hard hit that rattled the glass really hard.
Kai Hayes almost.
Yeah, almost obliterated my laptop during
warm-ups.
Warm-ups. Smith off target. Walsh can't keep it in. I thought for just a second there, Fuchsia had no idea that ball was coming.
Yeah,
it looked like it was going right on net.
Yeah, I thought it was going in.
Good pressure here on Reyes. Timeout called by Fort Wayne.
I like that timeout. It gets the Rivermen in breath. It
Yeah,
gets
catch
them
a
back
breather.
refreshed. Might even bring the leaf blower out again.
Yeah, that was quite a sight yesterday at the creek. We'll just cut our mics for just a second here and get a quick breather ourselves. Just about 10.5 left to go here. Back out of the timeout. First one used for Fort Wayne in this half. So they still have another. Odds they use it, probably like 20%. Would assume it'll be a timeout-free finish unless it's absolutely needed at the conclusion of this one. Christian Courtney, Nate Royer, Brad Gorz, Luke Jorden. Four-man crew that's been with you all weekend. A couple of us have swapped. We've all actually swapped a role at some point. Nate's our producer right now, so usually our cameraman.
Palatine legend.
Got a couple of former PTV guys, and 3 of the 4 of us. Up-and-coming HSN man at Hinsdale South, Rad Gorz, going into his senior year there. Nate's going into his junior year at Iowa State. Christian his junior year at Bradley. Me, my junior year at Iowa. Just some college kids bringing you your Sunday entertainment. Couple of nice fakes. Good save by Miller.
Great glove
Brought
save.
up that left hand. And still time to kill for the Rivermen. They run the umbrella up high. Singleton head manning it. Barton looking to skip it. It got cut off and sent out.
25 left on the kill for the Rivermen.
And Walsh will try to find one more. And that he does. As expected, he's now got 9 goals in both games this weekend.
No idea how he found that angle and got that through.
It's 18 goals and not even 8 quarters. About 18 goals and what? 100 and just over 110 minutes. Can you do that math real quick? About 110 divided by 18. That's a goal every 6 minutes. Oh my gosh. Here comes Gehring. He's got 2 today. Feeds it across. Reyes unwinds just wide of the left post. And it's an over and back.
Are we feeling a Mike Wooden goal?
That'd be nice. He is involved here in the offensive action. Come on. Defended by Wood. Wooden will set his usual glue guy screen, and it's intercepted. Taken the other way by Keith McCohen. McCohen in alone, and he puts it wide. Can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Has to track back now. Watch your tail, Walsh. Goes for Hayes on the near side. Kai Hayes. Taking a lot of shots today.
J.D. Wood blocking that. He's...
Oh, yeah, it's not fun. Olsen was startled by that one coming right to him. And back in they come. Hayes has a lane to shoot this time and goes over the crossbar. Smith recollecting. Beautiful BTB. Olsen sharp angle. Save Miller. Here goes Gehring, left-handed score. There you go. Gehring's got the hat trick. Puts that off in the bottom right corner.
Manager. Great placement there, bottom right. Fuser's not getting that, no way. A lot of goalies aren't getting that.
Nice guy to talk to. Cal Gehring, he was the one who helped get us saddled up on who's playing, who's not, any number changes. He let us know that J.D. Wood was the one who forgot his jersey, so that's why we've been able to tell out who the other 23 is. Maybe another one from Sullivan, but not there. Is he going for 10? Oh, my. Would that have been sick? Singleton's got the near side open. Goes to Walsh. Does he have it in him? No, not there.
Looks like Hayes and Walsh are going to try some stuff. Try something out.
It's that same Globetrotter style we saw late in the game yesterday. And there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
A pretty now 10-piece for Noah Walsh.
Definitely screened on that shot. Was Miller. I didn't even see Walsh shoot that one.
Yeah.
And we essentially have the same angle as Miller.
Especially from that shot on the near side. Oh, my. 9 goals yesterday, 10 today. Has 10 of the 18. Kai wants some of his share. Finds Barton. Heads up. Here comes a cutting Gehring. Almost finds another. He's had a good effort today. Sullivan able to deflect that pass and slow down the transition, but the transition train still well on its way as Braden Body, not really any options, and he just went over and back, and he's saying, what am I doing? I mean, at least he acknowledges it himself, because that made me think I just knew the rules wrong for a second. But no, that was an over and back. Sullivan, save Fugere. Stays in play as it rattles around.
Ice.
Yeah, quite literally. Under 3:40 to go.
Just playing hot potato now, just sending it down and back.
Out in front for Lane, turning and firing. Be very interested to see who this team brings in the Bobcats and how they'll look. I mean, of course, next weekend, what's still a regular season, but oh boy, that was almost trouble. Harvest Classic in the horizon. About a 3-hour trip. I have to see who they bring out. McGowan in front for Lane. That one dropped and taken ahead now by Smith. The young fans from the Rivermen a little frustrated up there. Upset didn't go out to plan. Now J.D. Wood, he's on the push. Kicks it ahead. And Mike Wooden has it. 2:15 to go. Singleton. BTB shot from length by Smith. Don't think he would be doing that in a 1-goal game, to say the least. Backdoor, it's Hayes. What a beautiful slotting right over the shoulder.
Crease violation.
No goal.
Foot was half the foot was in the crease. He still nipped it. Put it perfectly in that spot.
Fugere keeps it off on the other end. You know, Rad, I've been meaning to ask you, it's your first season being a part of Box. What's the main takeaways you have?
I love it. It's a good fast pace. You know, I really got involved with sport of lacrosse. A couple of my teammates started playing it. Went to Downers Grove Lacrosse. Shout out them. They actually split up now, but I was really entertained. And I know I talked to Ryan about this a couple months ago, and we were in contact as well, you, me, Ryan. And, yeah, I was excited to learn about the new sport, and I feel like I'm familiarized with it. I love it. It's a great sport, especially in these close games that we had, like the key one we had, Muskies against Portagers.
Yeah.
That one we had. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
How about Fort Wayne getting into double digits, and that's how we'll look to close things out here.
Their second time they've scored 10 goals this season.
It's big for them. Good for their offense. Not looking bad against the senior A team. Gave this weekend all they could, but will lose by 8 in the finale here. So that does things on the weekend and the regular season for our broadcast crew, as the Rivermen and Bobcats will get into the handshake lines. And you kind of see the satisfaction. You see a couple of smiles all around. Proud of how these guys played against such tough competition. I give them credit. Very nice team to talk to, and happy to have had them out. And I mean, I don't know if I'll be here next year, but they have my vote if they ever want to come back and run a series like this again. They've been fun to watch, fun to see them develop, and good guys as well. So
yeah, it made it very competitive, even against the Portagers.
So that'll do things here. Fort Wayne loses to Chicago and Naperville on the weekend. Naperville now grabs their second win of the season after walking into this weekend with none. And that caps it off. One more game next Saturday at Madison for the Bobcats until the Harvest Classic comes from Iowa City.
Yeah,
I want to say thanks to our entire crew, Christian Courtney, Nate Royer, Rad Gorz. My name is Luke Jorden, and before I sign off, quick shout out to everybody else that has helped as well. Got Mason Nielsen, Charlie Fox, Ryan Contreras-Betts. A lot of names coming together to make this thing possible, so we thank you all, and we'll see you next season on here, but we'll still see you in Iowa City for the National Harvest Classic on the way eventually. Good luck to Naperville next weekend. And thanks for tuning in here all season throughout on YouTube.